Let's get instant reaction to Coin's quarter with Dan Dolev. He covers Coinbase and Mizuho. He joined us on the fast line. Dan, great to have you with us. What's your take of the quarter?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I kind of agree with the last comments and with the comments from Kate Rooney earlier. I think this was a pretty bad quarter, and it all comes down to, Melissa, it all comes down to the yield, the take rate, right? Robinhood, we're long Robinhood as well. Robinhood is giving it away for free. Coinbase is charging a lot of money to trade in and out. And what you're seeing is that the pricing pressure in crypto is coming in at a much faster pace than people were anticipating. And I think that's, to me, kind of the biggest bear case out there. Everything else, like the higher MTUs, they have no control over that. That's just the market, crypto volatility. I think the idiosyncratic stuff is more interesting, and that's the decline in take rates.
What about this argument that there's a land grab going on into new markets like NFTs, et cetera, and Coinbase is well positioned for that?
It's a great point, Melissa. But like, if I think about subscription and services, where it's kind of the big hope right now that subscription and services will kind of become the majority of revenue, what you're seeing is that the incremental revenue for subscription and services was less than the incremental revenue in Q2 versus Q1. So they're generating, even though the company's getting bigger and the overall users are getting more users, the incremental revenue they're generating from those services has become smaller. So I think there's a lot of dreams to dream, but the reality is much harsher for Coinbase, and that's where I think the dissonance is between kind of the results and the expectations.
Dan, I appreciate you coming on. Listen, Mel mentioned the NFT world. Is there a Facebook component to this that the market's not taking into consideration as well?
In terms of what? What do you mean by that?
A relationship potentially with Facebook or Meta, whatever they're calling the company these days.
I mean, it's again those. I think at the end of the day, again, maybe I'm a minority here, but at the end of the day, I really think that all these partnerships, relationships, I don't think they're as important as the one single thing, which is majority, more than 80% of revenue is generated by transaction fees, and they're coming down sharply. So I think that everything else are and you're seeing that in the press release today, right? There are all these stories about, the advance of crypto and all that stuff. The reality is the stock's down 11% because the results were disappointing, and that's really what's going to drive the narrative, I believe, for the next 6 months.
Dan, thanks for your analysis. Appreciate it. Dan Dolev of Mizuho. This has been sort of the concern since Coin went public, Dan, and that is that there would be fee compression, that everybody's used to zero, and you can't go on zero. They are depending on not being at zero very fast.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think their business model operates well right now if they are at zero. So they need to figure out other ways, and there are other ways to do it. You mentioned the fact that they're going to do NFT wallets there. I think if you look at the volume over there on OpenSea, one of the largest platforms for trading of NFTs, you'll see that there's clearly money that's been made in the crypto markets that's now trading other things, right? Other assets that they're not trading on their platform right now. And the other one I'll just tell you is, think about the people who are actively trading crypto. They're probably trying to do it on the cheapest exchanges possible, to Tim's point about Robinhood. That's A. And then the other one is very simple, that they're also trading Tesla options, okay? So they didn't find crypto as interesting in Q3, but it was really fun to buy call options in Tesla that went out in the money almost every single expiration you could kind of pick. So, I think there's some of that going on right now. And so, especially as you have more institutions focused on the crypto market, they're not selling, they're buying more. The volatility is going to be compressed a little bit.